Hey there, this is Molly, and I want to do another individual case study for you on this astrological chart as we look at conjunctions. And in this chart, I thought it'd be a great teaching example because of all the conjunctions that she has. So this is a lovely Leo lady who was born with the sun in Leo at 6 degrees 48 minutes, so almost 7 degrees, and it's almost exactly conjunct the Saturn at 6 degrees of Leo, 35 minutes, and Saturn is direct. So this is very significant in this lifetime for her. So it is about this sun in Leo working hard for what she wants in life. The Saturn energy brings us to reality, brings us to the work and the time and the effort that we have to put into something. There's typically no shortcuts, but it's influencing her self-identity and understanding who she is at a creative level, how her self-expression really shines and really comes through, but it's through real world experiences because that's what Saturn requires. It requires us to do something and to see the results, to see what shows up. It also requires us to take our time and to see, okay, is this really true for me? Is this really how I want to present myself in the world? This Saturn influence, of course, also would call in the role of the father, the either biological father, but also what you have learned through mentors, Saturn being authority figures and people you look up to. And even like a training can be underway, especially like in this chart. The training would have been until her first Saturn return at 2930, when Saturn returned here and came not only to her natal Saturn but to her sun and said, well, who are you? After these first 30 years of your life, how do you identify yourself? Through what experiences have formed you, have shaped you? You can see this is in the 9th house of travel, higher learning, experiences in the world, belief systems. So there's a need here to take all of this very creative energy and to express it in some manner. Whenever there's also a strong Saturn, this is strong leadership, especially in Leo. It's a strong leadership energy, being in charge, running the show, organizing, managing, being able to operate things well, being able to see perhaps where things are going and what's needed. So being able to use all these qualities would be very important to her throughout her life and would be something that is continually developed, but it's through the Saturn energies of hard work. So it is a working lifetime. It's where she could even think, I have to do more work than other people, but that's what the soul chose and that's what the soul signed up for. So that's just one conjunction. Then you can see over here, she has Venus in Leo at 18 degrees and Mercury in Leo at 21 degrees, also a conjunction. And this is lovely for personal expression through writing, speaking, communicating, her physical self, feeling beautiful, looking beautiful, public speaking, public presentation, being seen. And there's this creative synchronicity here, like this ability to be a great writer, to have a way with words, to express herself verbally, even through color. Whenever I see a lot of Leo, I'm like, you must be colorful, because typically that Leo energy of creativity loves the bright colors or loves to do something that just feels, correct for their energy. So this is a very expressive individual, and she has the potential to make the most of it by seeing how these energies all work together to support her and to help her learn about herself. That's the other part of the 9th house, is that you're learning about who you are, especially with the sun here. It's lifelong learning. It's lifelong classes or programs or subjects, or, how can I understand myself more? What is coming up in the situation for me to see? So it can be a very inspired energy with all this fire and the ability to take it and to harness it. How am I going to harness this and make something that I'm really proud of? Because that Leo energy does want to be recognized and wants to feel proud of themselves and what they are leading. Again, a strong leadership energy here. So then one other conjunction is the moon at 12 degrees of Virgo, conjunct that Mars at 13 degrees of Virgo. It's actually 14 degrees if you round up. So this is another conjunction with her personal planets. And this is in the Virgo problem solver. How are we going to take care of this? Let's look at the details. Let's make it better. Let's improve this. And in the 10th house of career, being able to see the smaller parts of a process and how to improve it, how to make things connect and really be able to manage all the details. Now, the conjunction with Mars, however, gives it, again, a lot of energy. Anytime Mars is conjunct the moon, this is a very dynamic energy. It's similar to having the moon in Aries. It's a leadership. It gets things done. It wants movement on a daily basis. Especially in Virgo, I would say exercise every day. Your physical health is very important. Your ability to take care of yourself and to listen to your body is very important. The Virgo energy is grounding. It takes all the creative juices here of Leo and says, now let's be practical and use it. Again, this is another leadership energy. Being seen, being prominent, that's the 10th house, being out there, doing something in the world that has even have an element of service to it, a service to other people, helping them improve themselves, helping them improve who they are, and being very motivated as well to get things done. That Mars energy can also force. So there is this interesting yin-yang between the moon and Mars of knowing when to make it happen and when to allow it to happen. Of course, the strong Leo energy comes in and wants to move something along. But this is where, again, self-management can be well implemented. And I think that this person, they're very much a doer. They're very much about taking care of things in the details, wanting it to be the best it can be, but making sure they don't have unrealistic expectations of themselves or other people would be important, because that Virgo energy does look for perfection. Can you do it better? Can we do it again? How can this get improved? What did we miss? Let's implement something that's better, a better system, etc. So it's a problem solver. And that Mars in there, that Mars will actually overrun the moon because Mars is a stronger energy than the moon. So this means it could be more work to come back to the moon. So the Mars says, let's go, let's get this done, and then that moon says, please listen to me. So this is part of that inner feminine masculine energy where that moon needs attention and that moon needs time to itself. That might not be a lot of time, but I would recommend checking in with the moon, because oftentimes you hear the Mars first. So another dynamic chart here that I thought would be helpful in understanding the energies, especially as they work together through these conjunctions. And you can see these are all her personal planets. The Sun, Venus, Mercury, and then Moon and Mars. So there's a part of this energy that can be very clear, all on the same page and wanting to move things along. So I would recommend to use this energy with an understanding of the conjunctions, that the planets are on the same page, that you have a support system, but make sure it's a two-way support system, that they're listening to each other and that they're working together. So I hope this has given you some good things to learn and think about in astrology, and I hope to see you back here soon for another individual case study chart.